Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Patriots, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Giants had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Throwing, Jones. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that's a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Bro, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, As we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Patriots.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off play action. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd down, this is Harris. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
From the the 22. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
This is brought in at the 21. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Giants 14.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Jamie Gillendow. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Here's Jones. It gets by him, and now a little daylight.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Jones off the play fake.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Harris running straight ahead, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, here's Bartlett. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's the option going right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On the give, this is Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They run again with Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on third down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught at the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Though on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if